In this video, I'll show you how to turn cheap, rough sawn timber into a textured whitewash finish. Then use the whitewash timber to build a privacy screen. I'm using an external solar guard white paint. The first step is to roll the white paint onto the rough sawn timber. Make sure the timber is suitable for outdoor use. I'm using rough sawn treated pine. For this finish, the timber needs to be rough sawn. The rough sawn timber will allow for the whitewash textured timber result. The next step is to take a block and scrape the wet paint off the timber boards. I like to use an offcut of timber decking or something with a pencil rounded edge. Simply repeat this process until all the timber boards are prepared. Be sure to organise a clean area for all the boards to be stacked for drying. Allow 24 hours of drying time. The next step is to paint the existing metal posts the same colour as the privacy screen. The next job is to temporarily attach a level batten for the timber boards to sit on. I'm using 70 by 70mm galvanised brackets to support my timber framing. I'm using a 30mm hex head self-tapping metal screw to attach the metal brackets to the steel posts. Once the brackets are installed, I will measure my timber framing battens. Write down all the measurements and then start to cut and install all the timber battens. I'm using 90 by 45 H3 treated pine. The timber battens are installed on edge and are spanning 1.9 meters. I'm using a laser level to make sure all of my set out is correct. I painted the timber framing with 2 coats of white solar guard before installation. The next job is to attach the 2 end boards plumb and to the correct height. The next step is to cut the timber boards. I need to cut 37 boards at 3 meters length. I will now set out the privacy screen to work for full boards. The total width of my screen is 5 meters 748 millimeters. The width of the rough sawn timber is 150 millimeters, and I want an approximately 5mm space between the boards. I will then divide 5 meters 748 millimeters by 155 millimeters. This gives me a set out of 37 full boards. Next, I will divide 5 meters 748 millimeters by 37. This equals 155.351. This is the measurement for each board and space. I will then use this measurement to mark out every 5th board's position. I'm now going to pre-drill the screw positions into my whitewash screening board. I'm using a 4mm diameter drill bit. It's now time to install every 5th board. I'm using 50mm stainless steel screws to attach the screening boards to the timber frame. Once every fifth board is installed, go through and fill in between. I use timber wedges to space the gaps evenly. Now go ahead and repeat the process until the timber screen is finished. An extra set of hands can be really helpful.